Hi, this is Nicole Whitlock with the eCom Sellers Academy and eCom Sellers Mastermind. Think about that for a second. Tonight, this is eCom Mondays with Miss Kelly Ward, Nicole Whitlock, and Renata Darden. We are so glad that you are here. So we're going to talk about a couple of things that are e-commerce because that's what we do. We talk about all things e-commerce. And we also want to remind you to register for the eCom Seller Summit. It is happening in 1 week. It is March the 23rd through the 26th. It's 100% online and it's absolutely free. So we want you to get registered. You can go to www.ecomsellersummit.com to get registered. Again, www.ecomsellersummit.com to get registered today. We have some amazing topics that we're going to be covering. So don't forget to get registered. We'll come back and tell you why you should get registered. And we'll also tell you about some of the awesome giveaways once you do get registered. So, Miss Kelly, happening in the e-commerce world, what research do you have for us today?
Well, I know a lot of rumblings going on with what's happening in the news. Everyone's, worried about lots of stuff, and everyone's running out of toilet paper apparently. So we all have to run out and buy 12 dozen rolls. I don't know why, but I've been in a lot of groups online and hearing, some rumblings about what's going on. And so I want to talk about what you can do with your business when when you're stuck at home, you can't get out, because maybe you get quarantined or you want to do the social distance, whatever that word is, that
The
phrase
social
is.
distancing.
Yeah. So what can you do for your business at this time? You like to go out, go out to the thrift stores. I've know 2 of my thrift stores in my area to be closed. They're not taking donations, so I can't go outsourcing. Well, I got a crud load of stuff I can go and list. Hit those desk piles if you have any. Just get them listed because people could be home. There are people working from home now. They can't go to the. So what are they gonna do? They'll do the work, and what they're gonna do? They're gonna go on the internet and go to eBay or go to Mercari or go to everywhere. And, they're still making money, so maybe they'll do a little bit of shopping. Like, you know what? I need to get some summer clothes. And they're going to be looking for summer clothes. So, you got Poshmark. You got all these different, avenues for which you can, put your items on. And maybe you have clothes that your kids outgrew. Throw them up. If you don't have anything, to put on, if you don't have a desk pile, look to see what in your house. What don't you use anymore? What, that kind of stuff. Clothes that your kids outgrew, clothes that maybe you stuck to your resolution and you've lost that money, you lost some weight and you got some clothes that are too big. Throw them up because you don't want to get back into them. So you want to get them out of the house. So, work on getting stuff listed. And if you want to, learn a new platform. If you've never sold a Macari, hey, it's a good time to, learn. You can go, we have in the academy, we have lots of training about different platforms. You could, maybe you want to do Etsy. Maybe you want to make crafts and start selling on Etsy. Maybe, there's Poshmark for clothes and you can sell home goods on there now. So you could, start learning a new platform to sell on. Or, just learn online. Jump on the groups. Jump into the mastermind group. If you have questions, put them out there and we can answer them. So, there's hundreds of people in that group that can answer your questions. So
get registered for the summit.
And get registered for the summit and you can, learn that way. You learn print on the demand, print on demand t-shirts. You can do that and make some t-shirts and put them up and you don't even have to worry about making, printing them out. Amazon will do that for you or whatever, there's Printful. There's also a bunch of different platforms you can use print on demand on. Shopify, drop shipping. There's all sorts of different ways you can go and still run your business, even though you can't really go out and do some RA right now. Maybe do some OA, you know, online arbitrage where you go online and find deals. So just find a way to work around it. Don't make excuses. I can't do anything. I'm stuck at home, you know. And if your kids are old enough, have them help out. Put them
Yeah.
to work. So,
Put them to work. This is the time.
and it might be something they learn and they like to do and eventually help you
Absolutely.
out. So,
Absolutely.
those are some good ideas I, been really seeing, to really work your business at this time.
Yeah. So, Miss Renata, what ideas do you have right about now
Well,
around?
Kelly covered a lot of things that have actually been going on over here, but I have noticed an uptick in my sales, my online sales. A lot of people all over, remember, e-commerce is global. So people are not out shopping as much as they were. They're not in the stores. That's why e-commerce has been such a blessing, not just to me and my family, but to everyone here on the panel tonight, because people are shopping less and less in the stores. And now we're there in many areas is a mandate, for either the malls, necessary shopping only. I know here where I live, they're closing things left and right, not just the stores, but the restaurants. They're starting to close a lot of different things. So, you got to think in terms of what people are doing. And that's where most of my sales have been coming from. I've got a death pile that I'm working on. I've got plans to get that done once the summit is over. But as Kelly mentioned, I mean, there are so many things that you can spend your time doing right now. Don't make excuses, take action.
Yes.
But because people are home more and not able to run out and get certain things, you've got to think about some of those things that you might even have in your home. There were things that I bought for us to use, over the holidays and even after, that we weren't using or that I know we're not going to use. And I already had them listed, but some of those items, they're flying off the shelf right now because they're things that, other people might have had a need for, but they may have thought they would go out to get them. And now that's no longer an option. The other thing to think of, if you are still able to go out, sourcing is, it's one of those times where it's like, as long as some of these platforms are open to us, everything's going to sell. We've been saying that forever, but what I ended up doing, and this isn't a tip for anyone that's still able to go out, there are a lot of, I'll call them shelf stable, but a lot of processed foods that I normally wouldn't eat. Those things that were still available, I went ahead and picked them up. There wasn't a lot in the stores, but the things that I could find, what I went in to look for was not available. But the things that I did find, I picked them up. And I'll tell you, there's fear setting in for a lot of people. I'm not um, hoarding anything or by any stretch of the imagination stockpiling, but I'm taking heed. I'm listening to, what our local government is saying. I'm listening to, the news when I can. And I know that there is a probability that this is going to go on for some time. So there are some shelf stable foods that they sounded tasty, things that actually looked pretty good, but not things that I would normally eat just because of my own preferences. I don't try not to eat a lot of processed food. And so they're not things that I would normally shop for. But guess what? I put them in my basket because at the end of all of this, if I decide that, or if we don't have a need for them, they will go right up online. I'll list them. And so no matter, just like 3 weeks ago, we weren't in this position, but other economies and other locations were. So you've got to think outside of where you are in your own little circle. But, there will be a need for some of these items that I mean, I sell a lot of grocery. I have been selling a lot of grocery for the last few years. But these were things that, I just walked by in some of the stores. I was in a different store too. So a lot of the things I was looking at weren't things that I had normally been sourcing, but I looked at them and scanned them and I'm like, wow, I won't list them right away in case I do have a need for them. but they are things that if I don't have a need for them, they will absolutely sell. So keep that in mind. In addition to that, we're in a place now where you can, look around your house, same thing, things that, you may not use, things that you bought thinking you would use. But it comes down now to if you're in a position where your job is going to either be cutting hours. I know some of my friends are in that position. They still have a job. They're still going to be working, but they're cutting their hours. They're looking at less exposure, less contact, some social distancing, but they're still going to be going to work. But this is a great way to supplement your income. So for many years, I mean, I've been selling online for a long time, but full time for about the last 6 years. But I've been encouraging everyone I know. E-commerce has worked really well for me and my family, but I've been encouraging people while you're working, find something that will give you some supplemental income. And so I just want to encourage you, if you did not take heed, people that had a side gig, had a side hustle, we're doing this is the gig economy now. So people that we're doing all kinds of stuff. But if you weren't one of those people and you have a full-time job and now you're in a position where your job is making changes that might affect the livelihood of your family, get registered for the summit. Get registered for the eCom Seller Summit. Learn a new skill. These skills will absolutely come in handy over time. It's like, okay, if you're not doing this right now, I guarantee you log in, you listen to some of these amazing speakers that we have, and you hear how e-commerce has changed the trajectory of not only their life, but, the way that they do things, their lifestyle, things that they're able to do for family members. You determine what that looks like for you, but I guarantee you, we've got so many great speakers that there's going to be something that sits with you. There's going to be somebody that has a story that resounds with you, somebody that you can relate to where you say, you know what, I didn't think about selling on this platform. I thought it was just about eBay, so take a look, get registered, come in, sit down, take a listen, get a notepad and a pencil, and take good notes and think about where in this you fit in. There's a place for everybody in the e-commerce world. We make money all the time. We make money when we're sleeping. We make money when we wake up. We make money while we're away. We make money when we're on vacation. So this is a great time, if you haven't done it in the past, to get on board and see what e-commerce has to offer you. But that's what I've been doing over the last, a few weeks now. Like I said, I had an uptick in sales. And so I've been scrambling quite a bit, just trying to get things out the door.
Okay. Well, I know that there's been some positions and updates from positions that platforms have taken, and updates from Amazon and eBay about the COVID-19 virus and what can and cannot be sold. We just lost Renata. So I don't know what happened there.
I'm here. I'm just taking care of things.
Okay. So in any case, you want to make sure that you go and review what each platform is saying and what they are allowing you to sell and not allowing you to sell. Kelly may want to elaborate on that. But before we do that, there's some other things that you may want to also consider. Because of the fact that there are more and more kids at home, that people will be buying school supplies. This is kind of weird for them because you got kids that are now going to be at home. And the kids did have school supplies at school, but now the schools have shut down. Like, if the kids didn't have it in their backpack, then, it's in their locker at school and they're not getting into their lockers. I don't know how the school is going to let the kids get back in there. So that means that they need to come home and do some schoolwork, and you may not have school supplies. So as a parent, so if you're a seller and you're a person that sells on a regular basis, and especially around back to school, then you need to go ahead and list your school supplies. You need to list them because there are buyers out there looking for school supplies right now. They are forced into looking for school supplies. So definitely don't forget that. For things that will help kids to study at home, notebooks, workbooks. So most of us who are sellers, we go and clear out after back to school. We go buy all the clearance. So if you are one of those people that's holding on to your clearance from back to school, this is your time to go ahead and list it now so that you can go ahead and get some sales. I would encourage you to do that. Also, any books that you have, educational books that you may have laying around your house, list those now. So this is a great opportunity for you to list those because, again, parents are looking for solutions. Games, most of us took down some of our Christmas stuff. So if you've got things that will keep the kids busy, like Legos or chalk, if you bought summer inventory, list it. There's a lot of parents that are looking for solutions for their kids. They don't want to go to the store, or they're not able to go to the store. And so they will have them shipped to their home. So they'll order them online. This is a great time to get into selling and learning how to sell. So don't overlook that opportunity. Do get registered for the summit. You will not regret it. In addition to that, I know there were some additional changes besides that. I can't think of them. Well, I had them on the brain at the time, but now they've left because I'm so tired. So I'll let Kelly share anything that she's learned about what the platforms are saying about COVID-19, which you can and cannot do. So Kelly, go ahead.
I know there's a lot of stuff that they're not letting you sell. The hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and eBay and Amazon has been real strict about that kind of stuff. Getting people have it, or that kind of stuff. A lot of people get their accounts suspended. I mean, and there's one guy who had 1,800 bottles of it, and he's being prosecuted, by the government because he was price gouging. And so you have to know your information. So you have to look to see that you can't be selling a bottle of hand sanitizer for $80 on Amazon. So just make sure you read all the stuff that's sent out by the platforms. You'll email you or let you know, hey, we're not going to let you sell this stuff from right now. So, and plus right now you probably can't find it. So, but Nicole was talking about, listing educational stuff. Also, people will get bored. So they're going to, want to play board games, list board games, if you have board games.
Puzzles.
Video games, if you have a stockpile of video games, if your kids have video games that they no longer play, get them listed. And maybe you make enough money that you tell and trade. We're gonna, what games do you not play anymore? We'll sell them, and then we'll go use the money and we'll buy you a new game. That get your kid into that, so they're like, oh, a new game,
Yeah.
So teach them a little e-commerce.
There you go, and give them the opportunity. So some other things that you can be thinking about. So some of the platforms that we sell on or that we get inventory from, like if you go to dollartree.com, you go to Dollar Days, you go to DHgate, there's going to be some platforms that are going to be we're like dollartree.com right now. If you go there, it'll tell you that they are not allowing you to do online orders. So you might want to double check with wholesale suppliers that you've used in the past. There may be certain things that they're not going to let you, that either they may have stopped online purchasing because they need to push it out to stores, or maybe someone came in and bought all of their inventory. That's one of the things you're probably going to start seeing is some wholesale suppliers that you normally buy from, they're going to be completely out of certain inventory because some big buyers came in and bought all of their inventory. So just those wholesale suppliers that you normally go to their websites and check out, go check to see what they have. Go check to see if they have any restrictions or limitations. Go check to see, because again, like if Amazon runs out of certain things and they can buy it on another site or, a wholesale supplier, they may buy that entire wholesale supplier out just so they have their inventory. And there is going to be some big sellers that 8-figure sellers are going to do the same thing. So if you are a seller, don't be thinking about right now. Be thinking about in the next 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. Go out to those wholesale supplier sites. Buy your inventory of whatever you're planning on selling. So in 3 months, we'll be selling back to school. In 4 months, we'll be selling Labor Day. In 5 months, we'll be selling Halloween. In 6 months, Thanksgiving, and 7 months, we'll be selling Christmas. So go out to those sites because there's going to potentially be, not trying to scare anybody, in some places, a potential inventory shortage. And so if you can start, if you have the capital and you have the space to place orders now, to get inventory in now, that is off season, get it. Grab it because you may be the only person that's available to sell it later on. Just putting it out there.
I was going to say, plus right now, stores are allocating their truck space not to toys and games and stuff because that's not what they want in their store. The shelves are empty on food and water and that kind of stuff. And so they're going to have trucks of just food and water to restock their shelves. They're not going to be ordering their shelves. They're not going to be filling those trucks with toys because they want to have all the amount of food that they want. I mean, I went to the store on Sunday morning and it was pretty stocked on pretty good stuff, but there was no potatoes. So I didn't buy potatoes because there's no potatoes. There was no pasta was pretty much gone, you know. So that's what the store is going to be focusing on when they're doing the ordering for themselves. So they're going to put as much food in that truck, and so they're not going to have their normal stuff in there. They might not be sending as much HBA items, you know, like your hair shampoos and stuff as they were before because they just were focusing on food because shampoo they already have a bunch in their store and no one's really buying it because everyone's buying the food.
Okay. So yeah, wherever there's a run on, the stores they're having to change their buying and sourcing model too. And they're having to be fluid about it. Like they have to pivot very quickly to adjust. So that may mean that some stores, this may be a benefit again for future sales, that they may put some things on clearance because they need that aisle space for stuff that they have coming in the future. So if you are able to, not every city and state is allowing people to go out and randomly source. If you're able to do any level of sourcing, meaning physically, then I would go check it out and just see if you can. I mean, do it safely. I'm not going to just be wise and do what you feel comfortable doing. But go see if, like in your toy section in your grocery store, they clearanced all of that out. They did. There may be an opportunity for you to go and clean it out. Same thing with some of the, like in Walmart and in Target and some of the other stores. Like this would be when they have seasonal stuff coming out, all of the stuff for summer and all that. And they probably put a kibosh on a lot of that because the nature of the current situation requires them to we may need that space for something else. So, you know, they're going to push some of their stuff back to their warehouses that they normally would have bought. So the things that they would put out this year, they're probably going to put it out next year. I'm going to be honest. Or they may put some of that stuff on clearance just so they can move it out the way very quickly because they may not want to move it back to their warehouses. So again, if you're able to do anything and you feel comfortable doing it, you know, that may be a strategy. Also look at online. You might find some things that are off season because again, people are looking for things. I guess survival is the biggest piece of it. So food and water, shelter, those are the big things. And if they need the space, those things might go on clearance when they normally would not go on clearance this time of year. So think about what are the holidays that are coming up. You got Easter, which is going to be different for everybody this year. Mother's Day, graduation, Cinco de Mayo, summer break is going to be different for everybody this year. Back to school, okay, back to school may be semi-normal. And then, you know, holidays going forward, and any of those, every day is a holiday, all of those. So go pay attention to the calendars, go pay attention to what should I be sourcing for right now that people are not thinking about. Grab those things. And then if you had not ever thought about selling food, if you hadn't thought about selling non-perishable foods, this might be your opportunity to sell them. You know, this is a great time to sell food. So non-perishable foods and also like things that people need on a regular basis. water is something, but I'm not going to sell water. It's too heavy. It's too big. But I'm going to sell maybe water bottles. I'm going to sell things that people can use. So think about those things as well. Things that maybe are accessories to eating and eating yourself and cooking and all that.
And parents will still want to give their kids Easter baskets. You could put together an Easter basket that maybe even just small Easter basket, so kids at least get a little small Easter basket. And you can even put those on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
Don't even have to do eBay, or you could do local sales. Let's
right.
go and stuff. So make
people want to meet up with you. Not everybody's going to want to meet up with you, so you can. That's true. Some people are scared, and I understand. So I hope all of that was helpful. There's so much more that we want to cover because we always cover everything e-commerce. So, Poshmark, Mercari, always a platform you can sell on Facebook Marketplace, Facebook garage sale groups. People may or may not want to meet up with you. So you might want to look into the rental lockers. I know Amazon, like you can have stuff delivered and put in the rental lockers. So see what other options are available to you. Since Poshmark and Mercari is delivery, you don't have to worry about that. OfferUp and 5 Mile. I think I got to go back and look. Somebody said the OfferUp is now you can do deliveries for them. So again, meaning you can have shipped to the customer, and that way you don't have to do the whole meetup thing. But in any case, look at those opportunities for getting rid of your existing inventory. At the beginning, Renata and Kelly talked about death piles. Death piles. That's inventory that you have that you really haven't done anything with. You've been ignoring it. You walk past it and go, I'll get to it in a minute. That's what a death pile is. So instead of so quickly that you're like, what are the words that they're saying? They're saying death piles. So this is an opportunity for those sellers that have a bunch of stuff that they hadn't touched in a while. Go list it, find a platform to put it on. This is also an opportunity for you to get comfortable with another platform. Anything else, Kelly?
No, just stay safe, wash your hands, and take care of yourself.
Stay safe, wash your hands. All right. So I am going to talk about the eCom Seller Summit. I'll talk quickly. So we do want to encourage you to go register for the eCom Seller Summit. Go to www.ecomsellersummit.com. Register right now. We have 24 amazing speakers. So if you've ever wanted to learn about private label or improve your private label game, get registered. If you wanted to learn about retail arbitrage, shopping for profits, or online arbitrage, get registered. We have some amazing speakers. If you want to know about print on demand or Amazon merch, get registered. We have some amazing speakers. If you want to learn about wholesale or prep centers, meaning prep centers, they prep all of your inventory for you. They can receive it in. That way you can be 100% hands off. Get registered. We have some great speakers. If you want to learn about outsourcing other aspects of your business, because prep centers is a form of outsourcing. In addition to that, hiring a VA. We have an amazing person to be able to talk about VAs. You want to learn about Amazon PPC, Facebook advertising, listing optimization, other streams of income, selling on other platforms. Again, get registered. This is an opportunity. There are people that woke up, I don't know, last Tuesday or Wednesday without a job because of this horrible coronavirus. They are either concerned or panicking, or they are not able to pivot fast enough. If you know them, please encourage them to sign up for the eCom Seller Summit. It's 100% free. They don't have to pay for anything if they don't want to. It's 100% free. So it's broadcast live March the 23rd through the 26th. It's 4 days. We will have 4 live panels. We have a live panel on private label, a live panel on retail arbitrage and online arbitrage, a live panel on sourcing, and a live panel on print on demand. These are all ways in which you can make money. These are all ways in which you can supplement or keep the lights on, keep the water coming out of the faucet. These are all ways to help your family right now. And you can learn what is working now and how to source now. So get registered. You go to www.ecomsellersummit.com. Bless somebody with this information because, again, it's absolutely free. Now, the thing that is not free is if you want access to the recordings, you want to be able to play it unlimited and be able to watch it anytime and also gain access to the speaker bonuses. That is not free. You would have to upgrade to the All Access Pass, but it is way less than all the bonuses. The value of all the bonuses is over $15,000. So, and this is like these people sell their courses for like $697 and $997, and so they're giving them away free to people who upgrade to the All Access Pass. Because what I will say is the group of speakers, there's 24 of them, they are all God-fearing people. They are they believe in blessing other people and helping other people to be successful. That's what we care about. And so that is what I appreciate about them. And so that's the reason why they are volunteering their time to share information about strategies that work right now. So if you're an existing seller, we can help you figure out how to pivot in your business. If you're a new seller or you want to get started, you'll learn a lot about the business. If you want to improve some strategies that you currently have in your business, get registered. That's what we want to help you do. So you go to www.ecomsellersummit.com to get registered. We also have 10 amazing giveaways. I think we're down to 9 now. We're giving away, we're serious about helping people. So we're giving away an impulse sealer that helps people with their shipments. You can seal baggies with it. We're giving away shipping supplies. That includes 300 poly bags, some tapes, some labels, some other stuff. We're giving that away. We're giving away a VA hours, 20 VA hours. So if you want to try outsourcing some activities to a virtual assistant, this is your opportunity to do that. $200 in prep center services and $100 in prep center services. So this is your opportunity to do that. You can get registered. All you have to do is get registered, and then you'll get a link to all of the amazing giveaways. We're giving away all of the all access passes that for every summit that we've ever had. And so we're giving that away. We're giving away 3 of those. We've already given away 1, so we got 2 more to give away. And we're giving away a full 1-year membership to our eCom Sellers Academy. So all of those are just giveaways. Those are not even the bonuses. So combine the giveaways with the bonuses, like that's value over value. We are here to bless people. We are here to help people. We are here to show people that there is a way to look at this and say, hey, this is an opportunity for me to potentially do something different or just add some extra, to current bank account. So anything else you want to add, Kelly?
Aren't we giving away a thermal printer? Did you mention that one?
Oh, I forgot. We're giving away a thermal printer and a shipping scale. What else are we giving away? I'm like, what else did I forget? We're giving away a lot, and it's all, we want people to register to enter these giveaways. That's what we want. We want you to register.
Yeah, I just want to say the summit's going to be a great place to learn, and it's always good to be learning in your business. I'm always learning. I've been selling online since 2014, and I still learn. I learn constantly. It always helps your business to, learn new things.
And again, it's 100% online. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to do anything. We've been saying that like the first 2 summits we did, this is before the virus, like it's 100% online. So yeah, it's your opportunity. So that is all we have for tonight. Our next eCom Mondays is in 2 weeks. So the 31st, I think it's the 31st or the 30th, one or the other. So I'm so used to saying Money Mondays. Might as well say Money Mondays because we just told you how to get some money. But we gave you a bunch of strategies on how to make some money, that's for sure. So we will call it an evening. We hope this is a blessing to you and to your business and to your family. Go get registered. Go share this information with somebody who's looking for a solution that may be concerned or worried right now. Give them hope. All right? Talk with you later. Register at www.ecomsellersummit.com. Bye.